Our first guest tonight is an Oscar winner who's about to leap into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. She plays Melina Vostokoff in Black Widow. It opens in theaters and Disney Plus Premier Access July 9th. Please welcome Rachel Weisz. Hi, Rachel. How are you?
I'm very well. I think we're not allowed to say Melina's second name, though, right?
What's that? Will you say that again? Sorry, I couldn't hear.
I think we are prohibited from saying Melina's second name. I think it's a cinematic Marvel Cinematic Universe secret.
Is it a secret that I just ruined?
I believe so.
Oh, boy.
But, oh, well.
I don't know if you know this, but I'm supposed to play Kraven the Hunter in a Marvel movie coming up. And I hope this doesn't affect that. I really don't.
David Harbour was trying to talk to you about it last night. You were quite shy about it.
Well, you know what? Yeah, David and I didn't want to say anything, but I didn't get any blowback from that last night, so I figured it would be okay to say. Plus, I think some people already know. But if you don't know, I'm playing Kraven the Hunter in a few movies for Marvel, and I'm pretty psyched about it. Where are you right now, Rachel?
I am in my basement.
Oh.
Not the sub-basement, but the basement where I live in Brooklyn, New York.
We don't really have basements out here. Did you know that?
In Los Angeles.
Yeah. There are very few basements. In Brooklyn, everybody has a basement. And like I grew up in Brooklyn. We had a basement, and it was disgusting. I'm sure it was yours is probably much nicer than our basement.
It was recently painted, and it's not dirty, it's not cobwebby. It's a pretty good basement.
And you get Wi-Fi down there, which is really all that matters.
Yeah, it was a little dodgy actually. I had to take out my earpiece, but I think we might have lobbed onto somebody else's Wi-Fi next door. But if you can hear me, we're doing okay. I can hear you.
That's the nice thing about Brooklyn. You're so close together, you can just share Wi-Fi with 6 families who are probably doing their own movie promotion right now for their own movies. Do you like being able to do this way? Because otherwise you'd have to be flying all over the world, right?
Yeah, this is actually my first time doing this.
Right.
I mean, like we're doing now. So far, so good. I'm really liking it. I in general, Zoom during the pandemic.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed doing meetings on Zoom. Obviously, I wish the pandemic hadn't happened and that we didn't have to be doing Zoom all the time. But I think there's an upside. I feel like you feel the other person there, that you can be in 10 different time zones, people in different countries, and all meet together. And I've really enjoyed Zoom. I like it.
Yeah, well, I mean, you've just done a beautiful little commercial for them. And but I know what you're saying. And also, you have a baby at home, right? So you've got like a toddler at home. So that must be, it's almost like you got a really long maternity leave or something, right?
Yeah, she's nearly 3. I think she doesn't realize that. I mean, because I haven't really gone anywhere for a very long time. So it's going to be a little shocking when I finally leave the house.
Are you going to leave the house? Is that part of the plan?
Yes, August.
August.
I'm leaving. I'm going out. I'm just going to brave it out there and see what's going on.
That is true, though. I know with our kids, when we came back to the studio, they're like, "Where are you going?" And we're like, "We're going to work." And they're so young, they don't even remember that we used to go to work. And then they were just mad that we were going to work. But
how old are yours?
We don't know. They're rescues. So we got them we have a 4-year-old boy and an almost 7-year-old girl. I say almost 7 because she would say she's almost 7. You can't say she's 6. She's very focused on that. But listen, this is supposed to be about you, so I'm sorry I'm talking about myself. Yeah. Oh, and by the way, your husband, who has been here a few times and who's a lovely man, his movie, and correct me if I have any of this wrong, his movie, the Bond movie, the new one, was supposed to come out last April, and then Black Widow, your movie, was supposed to come out the next month in May, and now you are out in front of him, and he's trailing you by months, I think, right?
Yes. The Bond will come out later in the year. Yes.
Was there any concern you might get released on the same weekend?
Well, I think probably no one would have wanted that to happen, and things have been moved a few times now. I can't actually even remember all the different times it's been moved from, but there was a kind of like it felt like a very secret kind of summit meeting with Scarlett and Florence and David and Kate, the director, and myself, and the incredible Kevin Feige, what a great man, who led the meeting. We did it not on Zoom, we did it on another, like a more secret, I'm not going to do a commercial for another entity, but something else. And we had this secret meeting, and I was in the kitchen, and they were strategizing about when the Black Widow was going to come out, and Kevin was talking about, well, you know, the other tentpole movie that's going to be coming out is the Bond movie, and they were all discussing it. And I was thinking, oh, maybe actually, I still haven't asked Kevin. I thought maybe he actually doesn't know that I'm married to Daniel, and at that moment he was just talking about Bond, this, that, and the other, and Daniel was walking down the stairs into the kitchen, and I really wanted to like turn the screen around and go, well, he's right here, you can ask him, but I didn't. I got kind of shy, and I introduced my cat instead.
That's the thing about James Bond, you never know when he's coming. He'll just suddenly sneak right up on you. So you guys, you both shot in London, right? They shoot all the Bond movies in London, and I know you shot this. Did you shoot at the same time in London?
Yes, same place, same time, summer in London. Yes, Pinewood Studios. We were both there at the same time.
That's nice, yeah. And do you drive to work together in the Aston Martin and the James Bond car?
No, we do not. No, he runs a little early and I run a little late, so it would be very bad for our marriage if we tried to. Yeah.
Did you shoot the Black Widow in other locations? I mean, we don't know anything about it. They wouldn't let us see it, so I don't really know anything about what goes on in it, other than a couple of clips I've seen in the trailer.
They went to Hungary, Budapest, and they went to a few different places. I was just London, Pinewood, and some places in the countryside that were meant to be, well,
I see.
Russia, you know.
Right. Were you happy that you didn't have to go, or did you feel left out of the group?
No, I was fine. It was great. I got to be like, that's where I'm from, London. So I was in my hometown, and I could see all my buddies who I grew up with, and I had a great summer. It was an incredible shoot. I really enjoyed it, and it was good to be back in old Blighty.
When we come back, we are going to see a clip from Black Widow, the highly anticipated new Marvel movie. Rachel Weisz is with us. We'll be right back.
Family. Back together again.
Seeing as our family construct was just a calculated ruse that only lasted 3 years, I don't think that we can use this term anymore, can we?
Agreed. So here's what's gonna happen.
Okay, reunion then, huh? And I want to say something right off the bat. You haven't aged a day, huh? You're just as beautiful and as supple as the day they staged our marriage.
You got fat, but still good.
That is Rachel Weisz, David Harbour, and the whole family in Black Widow. You know, one thing, it does seem that you and David Harbour's character seem to have a sexual relationship, I guess. Is that something you can say? Oh, and then
Absolutely. I can absolutely say that. Yeah, we are very, very attracted to each other. We haven't seen each other for many years when we sit down and have that meal. And he's definitely gained some weight since I last saw him. But Melina's, she will just take him any which way. It's hot. It's a very hot connection. Yeah.
David last night said that when the producers told
him... He got married, he said last night. It's like, I didn't know he's married.
You didn't know that? Oh, you guys must be close.
Yeah, we're tight.
He seems like a great guy, David Harbour. I mean, he's no Daniel Craig, obviously, but... Oh, wow.
He's amazing. He's amazing, and we had such fun. Like, he improvises, and he's a wild guy, and he's
one of those guys that you're on the set with. You have a great time with him, going back and forth, and then you never reach out to him again.
We have texted back and forth because he's moved to Brooklyn. He was asking about places for his stepchildren to go, and I don't know, missed the Vegas wedding.
Oh yeah, there was a big Vegas wedding. Oh, it was a small Vegas wedding. It was just him and his wife and Elvis. But so you cannot. Is there a list of things that you like have been given that tell you what to say, what not to say about the film? What are the rules?
Yes, there is a list.
Mm-hmm.
I lost it. But one thing I do remember is they said, do not say, I mean, I know the big spoilers, which I'm obviously not going to say, but my character's second name is like...
Oh, yeah. Well, no, we found that's out there. That's public knowledge now, so that you don't have to keep. Maybe you should have kept the list, I think is what I'm trying to say.
All right, you're gonna have a drink. You know what? You're right.
Yes. So, what can you tell us about the character that you play?
Well, she is a Black Widow. She's been trained as a Black Widow spy. She's highly skilled spy and scientist. She runs a kind of a pig farm. And that's where, in fact, the family have met me at my scientific lab, where I also keep pigs, which I experiment on. Yeah.
You're a pig farming scientist, and that's all you can say?
Yes, and a Black Widow, highly skilled, highly trained in combat, fluent in 25 languages.
25 languages. Yeah. I wonder if there's anyone that's ever. But no one speaks 25 languages, right?
Apart from Melina, whose second name I won't say. Yeah.
Yes. When you mean you're not talking about Trump's wife. You're talking about no, that's Melania. That's a different.
Yeah.
Now, David was saying that he had a real dispute with the producers of the film because he felt that his character should be speaking Russian and not just English with a Russian accent. Where did you come down on that?
I applaud David's, commitment to realism and the fact that he thought it would be more realistic. But it's a kind of, I would politely say, kind of like a fantasy film. So there's lots of like kind of crazy, outlandish things. So I was happy to be speaking.
I see.
We don't speak Russian. What is he talking about? Like,
I don't know. I don't know
how to speak Russian. It would have been, I know where he's coming from as an actor, but our Russian is too poor.
I get it. I am understanding why you cut him out of your life. I really am. The movie, I can't wait to see it. Black Widow opens in theaters and on Disney Plus Premier Access July 9th. Thank you very much, Rachel Weisz, everyone. We will be back with Rob Riggle. Hi, I'm Jimmy Kimmel, and I am not allowed to eat this cookie until you click the subscribe button, so please click now. I'm hungry.